I mean, it just doesn't make sense, man. You could pay him for 5 years.
What is y'all like pocket wash ranking on Danny Dimes or Daniel Jones from the New York Giants getting the contract that he got? And
He
right now,
shouldn't have
for
got paid.
example, we have the fact that like Deshaun Watson last year he was going through a legal battle
Yeah, and
while
they still
having
guaranteed his money.
while having a contract. And right now we have in Lamar Jackson, and he's also in the limbo. He doesn't have any charges, but right now it's kind of like is a black quarterback, and there's still teams deciding. No, obviously I'm not trying to play that role. Like who cares?
I mean, you brought it up.
Nah, you brought it up.
My real question is,
All right, well, I'm gonna say why.
Are you guys?
I'm gonna say
are you
why
guys
real quick.
thinking, is Danny Dimes overpaid or is he underpaid? I think
Overpaid.
Overpaid. I think that's a consensus. He's
It's a fucking
overpaid.
crime, and it's a crime that he got that.
All right, his stats for last year.
And also, he proved
Hold on. He's reading his stats out. What was
His stats for last year were 3,200, 15 touchdowns, 5 interceptions, and 60 QBR. That was his best season he's had.
Danny Jones?
Last year was the best year he's had.
Trash.
By
Overpaid.
far.
Overpaid.
By far, best year.
market. And 40 million we're talking about, it's kind of like the new 25.
No, it's not.
No. Yeah. In the current market,
No,
it's
I
a new
feel
25. Yeah. But because of how the cap has went up.
He's a backup at best.
I feel if we're
He's a backup at
if
best.
we're
That's
paying
the
off
problem.
talent, honestly, in my opinion, Daniel Jones shouldn't have got paid more than Dak Prescott at all. You know
But
what I mean?
this-
He should have came under
close.
that. I know that it's always let's set the market. The next guy has to get paid more, but I think what Patrick Mahomes actually did.
Like,
I think what Patrick.
run.
No, he can run,
Yeah.
but it's a lot of that's not.
other-
Obviously,
though.
running the
No,
ball
no,
as a quarterback, even with Daniel Jones, isn't valued across the
Are we talking
board.
about Daniel Jones?
Yeah, because he said
garbage.
Daniel Jones runs the ball, and I'm like,
Bro, he does run the ball, but the thing
New
is, you
York
can get somebody
Giants
come
is
in and run the
only
ball
franchise
straight up.
that I will always
Trade
root
for
a
fucking
white
Justin
quarterback.
Fields.
yeah, but this ain't Danny. This ain't the Danny Dimes
You have a
podcast.
problem with white quarterbacks?
No,
he's just trash.
I will root for a white quarterback. I will only like how like they want. I think
All white quarterbacks.
what's the name of the guy from the
I don't think
Seahawks?
quarterbacks should get paid like that.
he just got
Geno
a contract.
Smith.
Geno Smith has been the only starter quarterback in the history of the Giants. So the Giants is known for not having black quarterbacks. That's my point. We don't in the market that we are. We need a boring character like Eli Manning, and now we have
A Phil Simms.
Y'all are comfortable with that. That's it.
I think
that's
okay. So,
pathetic.
Well, we know.
Yeah, that's just comfortability.
We have
Okay,
a
so
running
I can-
guy.
Maybe you want a good quarterback.
No,
I mean,
I want
Yeah.
a quarterback that
Yeah,
is-
get a good one.
No, I know. No, hold on. I think what Avo is saying is the symbolic interest the Giants have in who the quarterback is and
Okay,
what the
for the
quarterback
market.
look is going to be for the
Image,
market.
yeah,
I
yeah.
think that is a conscious decision and effort that they do
Think
look
about
into.
And who's their
I
deal?
think that's a
Think
fair.
about
what's his name?
2009.
The
You know what
left-handed
ruined the
quarterback?
Giants winning another championship or even going back to the playoff?
What?
Pascal Burris shooting.
Oh yeah, that one year, yeah. Plaxico Burress, he didn't get
himself-
shot. The Giants would have won back
He
to
was on
back.
the
I'll say
Bills.
that.
You get caught up in the limelight, so we need a
Yeah.
boring quarterback. We don't need a Lamar
yeah,
Jackson.
punctured.
We don't need a Aaron
Oh, Tyrod Taylor.
Rodgers.
Tyrod Taylor.
We need
Wasn't he the quarterback for the
Daniel
Giants?
Jones that he's just gonna get to work.
couple games.
and then
He wasn't, like, coming in and
weird
started.
and whatever.
Just a
but
backup.
We don't know his life with like it just. I like the boring character. He belongs in the city, and I
Yeah.
think that later on,
Yeah.
I think that's
Perfect for New
crazy,
York.
though.
Boring.
I mean, boring.
He
Yeah, the
belongs
boring,
in the
the
city.
boring
It would
mediocre
take on
New
the
York quarterback
personality
has
of
proven to
the
win
city.
like 4 Super Bowls for New York. So like,
Yeah.
I mean, I don't
I-
know. It just doesn't seem
I
like
know
it's
you're
gonna
not
work
talking
this
Kansas
time.
City.
I think
know
the
you're
question-
not
I am.
talking.
Yeah. I think the question was, is Daniel Jones overpaid though? So I mean,
Yeah,
if
he's
he fits,
overpaid.
if he fits the image of New York, I'm not really going to argue with you on that. But is he overpaid? I think 100%. Like I said, I think Patrick Mahomes really. I think how we can do this going forward, because he's undeniably the best, greatest quarterback in the league. We can go forward, and that could become leverage for the owners. I'm not necessarily advocating for that, but I think it's gotten kind of crazy where it's like whoever the next guy is up to get paid has to get paid more than the last guy. Like I understand we're all trying to get money and we're all on the same page and trying to push the but like honestly, like it got out of
and
hand.
you're
It's
saying
crazy.
that's the issue with the quarterback
Well,
situation.
and Patrick Mahomes, there's no argument he's not the greatest quarterback
but
playing right
Patrick
now.
Mahomes
And-
is doing what Tom Brady did.
Quarterbacks
I
are
think
getting
he's-
overpaid.
You don't have to max me out because you're going to don't max me
Yeah.
out, but spend that money
Yeah.
in other places. That's what That's
He's
why Patrick
still
Mahomes
But he's
isn't.
still getting $45 million.
Yeah, he's still getting paid crazy.
And then he's with
Structured
kickers.
stuff
He's getting
like
60.
at
Hold up,
Super
the
Bowl,
Chiefs fan.
So
Yo, you
know
remember
what I'm
when
saying?
he beat the shit out of Jacksonville with no legs? That shit was the best game ever, bro.
We just said that.
Yo, listen. Avo. What you know what happened the night after we lost? You got your pants pulled down and exposed by Jalen Hurts and the Eagles. Like Daniel Dimes got exposed. Their offense was dead, and you looked and you reminded us that you weren't a playoff team. The NFC is just massively weak.
Yeah.
Because if you were an AFC team right now, you'll be looking at Stroud or Richardson. So thank God you're in one of the worst divisions in football because the Redskins, not Redskins, the
Commanders.
no, not even the Commanders. Think of how many teams are sitting on top of you.
Cowboys.
The Cowboys and the Eagles are your fathers and your stepfather.
How many parades?
We won the
have you
division
gone
3 years ago. So
How many Super Bowl parades have you gone to?
With fucking-
Because I remember
Oh,
graduating
shit.
from high school, I went to one, and I remember
Okay.
Eli took me to another one. So
It's a
how
great
many times
franchise
have you been
overall.
To a parade?
I hope you took all those Eli trophies to that divisional game against the
pictures.
Eagles.
Take pictures.
We
I wonder how many of those
beat-
football. I wonder how many Lombardi trophies you threw for a touchdown.
Can I respond to him real quick?
Danny Dimes has no production.
I want to respond to him
Don't y'all
as far as
have
Daboll.
Don't
Daboll
y'all
as
have,
his
like,
coach.
Parades every
Well-
week in New York. How's that, like, a
For
big
bullshit.
thing?
Yeah, y'all have parades for the Knicks right now.
Like a
Brian
Puerto Rican parade,
Daboll.
Yeah, Brian Daboll, thank you. Don't let me forget
St.
that.
Yeah.
Patrick's parade.
That's ass shaking. That's different than a trophy.
Hey,
That's
Hey,
different.
we got a Brian Daboll question before we get to the for the next topic. Then we got one more topic. So.
Yeah. I want to ask you. So when we see the progress that Josh Allen had under Brian Daboll, which was significant, and then we see the moderate advancement in Daniel Jones's game, does that concern you at all? And then you immediately pay him based off of that. I don't know how much he could have heard here.
He's pretty much saying this is what he said. He was like,
Josh Allen's overrated.
no, Josh Allen.
Crazy.
I think Josh Allen has more talent. Like he has a bigger, he has a higher
Well,
ceiling.
that's why we're saying Daniel Jones should be out of there and he's overpaid.
Right, but
Yeah,
I
that's
think
the point.
what Daboll gets credit for is cleaning Daniel Jones up, eliminating the turnovers. We're gonna minimize your responsibility.
Yeah.
We're gonna remove all the complex plays and make this
Yeah.
a simplistic game. You make 2 reads and run, and
If
we're
he-
gonna get out of here.
If he showed he can get the most out of that guy, which
Yeah.
was mediocre before that, he was like mobile. Really,
Yeah.
he was mainly like a running quarterback. Damn
Yeah.
near. So it's like you see what he could do with him, but then you see in comparison what he's done with Daniel Jones, which is really like not really impressive from statistically. Where they got was impressive, but his best season, Deuce
But
just read it off to us
listen,
by anybody else's
They're
standards.
both
it's mediocre.
they both
Josh-
are mobile quarterbacks, but at the end of the day, I think I don't want to steal your point, but Josh Allen has a way better arm.
And we're agreeing,
Well,
but
hold
that's
on,
why my
but
question to
here-
him is, that's my point of illustrating.
Yeah.
Doesn't that then concern you
Well-
that Daboll wasn't able to get that kind of production out of him?
Here's the
That's
big
point.
thing. Here's the thing with Josh Allen. He was a big time prospect when he was coming out of high school. He just decided
Yeah.
to go to a small school, and then he ended up transferring to an even smaller school.
Right.
So he was recognized as a talent already. Like he
he didn't slip through the
Yeah, he didn't slip through the cracks or anything like that. The thing was, is just going to a smaller school, he didn't get the development that you would at a big school. So he was kind of raw coming out.
Right,
used
he
to
wasn't
run.
polished.
He ran a lot and shit like that.
Right, Daniel Jones came in going to the Eli Manning passing camps coming from Duke, and you still are mediocre.
Yeah.
Right.
So
I
it's
agree.
like,
Exactly. It's
so
a
it's like,
different trajectory.
how much coaching do you need? Like, why you always have to get the best coaches to just barely pass the cut?
I'm sorry. I think Josh Allen is overrated. I mean, Josh Allen's had the #1 defense.
I think
hurt last
we've
year.
seen no.